Hey Rifters, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out Welcome to Oculus, an introductory demo. Now this demo, there goes my cat. Anyway, this demo is actually for first-time Rift users, or was created for first-time Rift users. I know that I'm far from being a first-time Rift user, but I think a lot of my subscribers and a lot of people on YouTube searching for Rift content haven't got to check out the Rift for themselves or don't really know what the Rift is. So I think this demo is going to be something really cool to actually check out for them. And also for me, just so if I do have another friend come over, I won't really have to explain everything to them. I usually just throw them in the Tuscany demo and kind of guide them through it as they play. And it kind of breaks immersion since I'm sitting there talking to them. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out this game. Alright guys, so before we get started, I did want to say that I have already recorded this once, but the recording was really out of sync. So I messaged the developer and asked if there's any way to fix this. He told me that if you Alt-Tab, it seems to make it out of sync, so I'm not going to be Alt-Tabbing this time. Hopefully it works fine. I also wanted to mention that I'm not going to be talking too much during this demo, because most of it is explaining the Rift and such, so I will be talking at the end. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started.
Virtual reality. It's been the holy grail of the gaming world for decades. Ever since we've been able to imagine and create virtual worlds, we've desperately longed for a way to truly enter them. Failure upon failure had led people to believe it was not truly possible, that it was only science fiction. It appeared that we were ready to let the dream of virtual reality slip through our fingertips. It simply couldn't be done.
God, old school virtual reality sucked.
Until now.
It's very cool how it transitions you into a room. You do actually have a body, which really helps for immersion.
The story of Oculus begins with the virtual reality enthusiast Paul Malucky. Inspired by the lack of readily available consumer VR gear, Lucky began hacking together VR headsets inside his garage. Eventually Lucky attracted the attention of video game legend John Carmack, who helped build public awareness of the hardware.
But the one that I brought was actually built by a guy named Palmer Luckey. It's called the Oculus Rift, and he built this in his workshop. I added my sensors and a strap to hold it on.
In 2012, Oculus launched a Kickstarter campaign to help fund production.
Seems to be in sync now. That's very good.
Rift. With the help of several major video game studios, Oculus was able to raise over $2.4 million in funding.
Hey everyone, so this is the very first Oculus Rift development kit off of the assembly line.
I really like how stuff actually comes up as the video talks about it.
Around
Very cool.
50,000 development kits were shipped out, and VR content began exploding onto the scene. In the days since, Oculus has been making steady strides towards the release of the upcoming consumer Rift headset. 2013 saw the arrival of John Carmack joining Oculus full-time as the CTO. Additionally, Oculus received $75 million in Series B funding. At the 2014 Consumer Electronics Show, Oculus demoed the Crystal Cove prototype.
What's new about
The
it?
Crystal Cove was
So there's a lot
pretty
new about
great,
Crystal Cove. The two key
to say the
features that we're
least.
demoing here at CES 2014 are actually positional tracking, which is very exciting, which we talked about quite a bit, and low persistence. So diving into
As we approach the eventual consumer release date, you can rest assured that Oculus engineers are working diligently to deliver the best virtual reality experience that the world has ever seen, one that has the power to immerse you fully into another world.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
It's
The main
very true with
difference
Oculus
between
Rift as
gaming on
well.
a monitor and virtual reality is the feeling that you are actually inside the game world. For instance, As this cube approaches you, it's easy to believe that you can almost reach out and touch it. you automatically feel slightly uneasy when a heavy block suddenly looms overhead.
It's very true. It feels
And you
really
can't help
weird.
but wonder if a pipe is actually going to hit you as it passes by. Another interesting facet of virtual reality is that it doesn't necessarily need the best graphics to create that sense of immersion. The inside of this cube is textured simply with a web page, yet you can feel the scale of the room, and know it is quite a long drop to the bottom.
Oh shit. Oof.
That falling sensation is present even when procured with simple graphics. Even though you know you aren't actually falling, your mind thinks you are, at a level below consciousness.
The power of the brain is freaking amazing.
This sense of immersion will allow you to experience games like never before. Freed from the constraints of a small screen, games will be able to fully envelop you into their worlds. Games will finally have the power to convey the full feelings and sensations that the game developers intended. No longer will there be a barrier between you and the virtual world. Virtual reality doesn't have to be a place just for games, however, but can offer another world in which to relax and explore.
Oh, hell yeah. You could definitely just chill out in this room and watch movies.
Reality increases, the lines between gaming, entertainment, and social interaction will begin to blur. You can come to your favorite hangout, for instance, to relax and simply watch TV.
One of my
Your
favorite
own
shows.
Video games won't be left out either. You can enjoy them just as much in virtual reality.
Speaking of Zelda, there's a really nice Zelda VR, which I'll be reviewing very soon.
Your favorite places in virtual reality may even begin to feel like home. As we come to the end of our time together today, I know that it was not possible to fully show you what virtual reality will be like. I do hope, however, that I imparted at least a tangible taste of that feeling of presence. For the longest time, virtual reality seemed so far away. Now, almost without warning, it is staring us in the face. As you look around, you are not just seeing bits in a computer, or pixels on a screen. What you are seeing is pure potential. The ultimate canvas, capable of communicating the vastness of human imagination. Welcome to Oculus.
Very freaking cool. Alright guys, so that was Welcome to Oculus, an introductory demo. I have to say it was very cool. Even though I've been in the Rift, I don't know how many hours. I've played hundreds and hundreds of different demos. I still have to say it was very cool to check out. It was very informative, especially as somebody that doesn't really know what the Rift is or hasn't really checked anything out. This is a really good demo for first-time users. I will definitely be using it to show any of my friends that haven't checked out the Rift yet. I will definitely use this first instead of the Tuscany demo, which then I will probably move on to the 6 Sense Tuscany demo and let them check that out and go on from there. But anyway, I definitely recommend checking this one out. If you haven't got your Rift yet, I definitely recommend putting this on the first thing that you use so that you can kind of get integrated with VR and kind of know what's going on without having someone have to explain it to you and kind of break the immersion of virtual reality. I really love the transitions between the video to the room and then into the Matrix room. I really liked how it was all synced up. As I said, I did have a little bit of problem with syncing the first time I recorded, but that was because I alt-tabbed and it seems to make it out of sync. So just don't alt-tab. It's not a big problem. You shouldn't need to be alt-tabbing anyway unless, like me, you're recording and make sure it was recording. The room you see behind me now, I really like that room. I could definitely just chill in that room and watch movies or play video games. It would be freaking epic just to chill in that room and play video games and watch movies. But anyway, guys, as always, I will leave links for this below in the description. If you have any comments, questions, or requests, please post those below as well. If you like this video and would like to see more videos, please like and subscribe. If you haven't added me on Facebook and Twitter, please go ahead and do that as well. And thanks for watching, guys.